Hi to everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Hey,
Good. My first question, I wanted to start with Kim and Selina. I'm curious, I mean, were you guys aware or had you seen Raised by Wolves prior to being cast? And basically, what was your reaction to it coming in?
Selina.
I'm not a sci-fi gal, so I had not seen it prior to being cast. I got the casting through and I was like, androids in this? Wow. And then had watched like the first 2 episodes in the kind of stages of the audition, and I was seeing Mother murder everyone on the ark, and I said, wow, this is wild. And then finished watching it. It's one of those TV shows, once you're hooked, you just need to know the answers. And it doesn't give you them easily, which is also something that's really fun. So I loved jumping into this weird, challenging, complex world that's just mind-blowing. Sci-fi really just is mind-blowing, and Aaron has written something exceptional.
Absolutely. Kim?
I didn't watch it either. I'd known about the show, definitely, but it's just one of those shows that I felt really intimidated to get into immediately.
Oh,
you know, it's like it just really above me, you know. But I think once I obviously got the job, and then I had to immerse myself into it, and you know, I really like the intensity. I love the violence of it, really, also. So yeah, I do. I just love that. I love the craziness of it.
So Aaron, this is your baby, and the entire concept, it has all these elements, like the best elements of sci-fi. You got androids, robots, you got new planets, war, religion, technology versus man. I'm curious, what is the driving force behind the show and its creation? And did that stay the same through season 2?
I think somewhat so. I think family was a big part of it. You know, I think because, you know, this nucleus, this family, and then growing, you know, even civilization is a family. It's just a family times a million, you know, type of thing. And I wanted to make sure we retained that, you know, that intimacy, that connection with the central family, even as we expand the world, that we still, you know, kind of feel like we're, you know, seeing it from the ground, you know, seeing it from within the ranks of this small group that we've become, you know, so familiar with through season 1.
So how, now, obviously you can't tell me how everything ends, nor would I want you to, but do you have a master plan? How do you avoid like kind of like that lost sensibility where there's so much complexity and so much going on? Yeah. And basically people are like, am I ever going to find out all the answers? So yeah. Is that something do you have a master plan and an end game to Raised by Wolves?
Yeah, no, there is a master plan. I think, you know, if you think of it as a house, it's kind of like kind of the basic architecture is pretty worked out. But then as you kind of get into the rooms and, you know, the interior design of the whole thing, that can change. And a lot of times, you know, it starts to talk back to you. You know, you're seeing things and you're like, wow, that actually is a lot more than I thought it would be. You know, we should follow that and figure out, you know, where it goes. And that's within, though, this kind of larger kind of skeleton that does exist. So I think you try and get the best of both, where you have enough of a direction and a purpose where you don't find yourself just, you know, just slapping on an ending at the end and just have a nice day, or, you know, there is a grand plan behind it all. But at the same time, you want to keep things open enough that you can take advantage of the fact that, you know, this is an ongoing story, and, you know, time is passing as we're telling the story. The world is changing, you know, all of these things are kind of being filtered in. So you want to listen to that stuff, you know, to the extent that you can, and while still retaining, you know, what makes the show the show. So I think he's trying to do a little bit of both.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure to chat with you, and I can't wait to see the rest of season 2. I'm loving it so far.